You are creating a culture with your thinking. And here is something that I want you to know. This take just a second to explain. We could go to somebody on the street. We could go to somebody in this mall out here. And we could find somebody whose behavior, the way they say things, what they say, their language, the way they dress, what they wear, how they wear it. We could find somebody that we would look at them, and you and I both know that that behavior is keeping them from becoming what they could be. It's keeping them from making as much money as they. In some cases, that behavior is keeping them from getting employed. Now, they don't know why they're not getting employed, but that behavior, we could look and we could say, hey, you know, when you go in and you have the piercings across your eyelids, you know, that's extreme, but that is a behavior. But see, what many of them would say to us is they would say, that's my culture. That's my culture. I'm from, my ancestors are from, and I'm just, I'm just honoring my culture. We all do this. We are part of the culture. Whatever that culture they call it, they'll call it. They'll have it just as a goth culture or whatever. They'll have names, but it's part of my culture. Now, we don't really know what to say to them. And they don't really know what they're doing. They don't really understand the end results of their actions, okay? But here's what I want you to know. This is the most important thing I can tell you. From this point to the rest of your life, with your business, with your family, with your finances, with every single thing, you will either create the culture in which you live by the way you think and what you do. You will either create the culture in which you live and prosper, or you will acquiesce to a culture somebody else has created for you. One or the other. There is no middle ground. So when we talk about a culture where we're concerned about how people feel, let me tell you why that is so wrong. Because the bottom line, you and I both know it, if we think about it, nobody cares how you feel. They only care how you act. From the time you were a little kid, there wasn't a single good thing that ever happened in your life according to how you felt. Every kid who liked you, every teacher who gave you the benefit of the doubt, every coach who said, this Friday night, you're starting. They didn't say, I know it'll make you feel good. The guy's, he's not as good as everybody else, but God, he'll feel good if we let him start. And so we might lose the game, but it's going to make him feel good. And so, does that ever happen? No. You're going to start because you earned it. There were people who watched you around town as a teenager. Well, they were watching other teenagers too. And they were seeing what they did on Friday night and what they didn't do on Friday night. They were seeing what they were involved in and what they did here and how they acted there and how they dressed. And they had coming down the pike. They knew they had an opportunity. Well, they offered it to you. And it was totally 100% because of how you acted. You began your adult life. Many of you interviewed for jobs. And you were interviewing against other people. And you never went in an interview where somebody said, so let me ask you this, if I give you the job, how you going to feel?